I'm Seamus.
And I'm Sean.
And we have Traveler Whiskey today. Kind of sprung this on Sean today. Actually picked this up yesterday. And we're actually almost cutting edge on the release on this.
Right.
It's like about 15 days in at the time of recording this. I think it'll be about 20 days by the release, but it did come out January 1st, apparently, of 2024. So this is a collaboration between Harlen Wheatley, the master distiller at Buffalo Trace, and Chris Stapleton,
Right.
the country singer. He just has 8 Grammys, apparently. I only know one of his songs, Tennessee Whiskey. And I don't know if this is Tennessee Whiskey. It is whiskey, not bourbon.
Right.
So, again, this is a collaboration between them. Basically what they did is they blended 50 barrels of whiskey.
Okay.
And tasted them, decided which one they liked best, and released it. And it was number 40, which is this one, that got released. So we're in for a treat. You know, I don't know the mash bill. We don't know the age statement. Again, it's not a bourbon,
Right.
so it's not. It could have anything.
Right.
It is a whiskey or bourbon mix. Could be a rye. Could be who knows, a wheat, or
Right.
we don't know. But a lot of people are comparing it to the Buffalo Trace. They're comparing it in their taste and the review to see if it's how close it is.
Okay.
So, all right, enough talk.
Okay.
So, again, this is a celebrity branded whiskey.
Right.
So, we haven't done too many of them. Let's see, what have we done? We did
Proper 12.
Proper 12, which was
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor,
And
right?
then right on the heels of that, we have Howler Head with Dana White.
Okay.
And then we've got, not a whiskey or even Irish, but Aviation Gin. That's
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
And then Noble with Mike
Right.
Rowe.
Now, see, yeah, that's probably more along the line. That's pretty close to this,
Okay.
probably, I would say, in relationship to what we're looking at.
Okay. Just kind of endorsed.
Yeah, I'm sure he worked with the master distiller. I don't remember. But there was another one, 3-quart,
3-quart,
which
right?
was we got a barrel pick from Whiskey Dictionary for 3-quart, and that was Neil Girardo, the lead guitarist for Pat Benatar, also her husband. But he's doing a lot with whiskey. 3-quart is doing a ton of different things with whiskey, and they're actually selling shares of their company right now to get investment to build the company, and then at some point sell it, of course, to make that money. But anyway, let's try this. Let's get on it and see how it compares, and then maybe we'll taste it with another Buffalo Trace product. So, ooh, it definitely has that Buffalo Trace smell.
Yeah.
I get that caramel and butterscotch.
Definitely. Yeah, a little more on the sweeter end.
Right.
For the nose.
Definitely sweet. I haven't been picking up that butterscotch lately from the Buffalo Trace stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've been smelling it, but I am today on this. It's even sweeter though.
Yeah.
Not as oaky, not as spicy.
Mm-hmm.
But oh man, it smells good. You said this is pretty much for somebody wants to just kind of relax and enjoy whiskey. Maybe it's your first time, or maybe you want to mix it with something.
Okay.
So that's kind of their market.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I would offer Buffalo Trace to a non-whiskey
yeah,
drinker, non-bourbon drinker.
Right, for a starter, for sure.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Got some legs on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe it's 90 proof.
Yeah, it's 90 proof.
90,
That's
yeah.
what Buffalo Trace is, as well as Eagle Rare.
Right.
It's super sweet.
Yeah.
All right. I want to get in there.
Okay.
I want to taste it.
I don't know why I swallowed like that.
Swallowed hard, eh?
Yeah, really hard.
Super smooth up front.
Yeah.
Hardly, almost like water up front.
Mm-hmm.
I did get the Kentucky Hug in the back. I got a little bit of a burn in the back. It was my first drink of the day, though, too. So,
The burn is mild, though.
right. I want to really concentrate on the finish. I heard the finish is very short, so I want to see.
Yeah, it kind of has that viscous, chocolatey feel for me.
Okay.
Again, like
Right.
the Sexton.
And it's
like,
not your favorite, right?
well, it's interesting.
Okay.
It wouldn't be my go-to,
Okay.
but I find it interesting when it does come up.
Okay.
So
Yeah. It's very easy to drink. There's nothing off-putting about it. It's very easy to drink. Nothing harsh up front. Nothing bad about it.
no.
It's just not what we're kind of in favor of these days with those higher proofs, and it's definitely not a leather chair and tobacco
No. But
taste.
then again, I don't think I've gotten that from any Buffalo Trace product.
Yeah, that's true.
They kind of have their own route.
That's true.
So that's kind of what I was expecting here.
Okay.
But yeah, the proof on it, a little low
Okay.
since we've become proof hounds to
Right.
an extent.
Right.
And yeah, I'd say it's not going to be my go-to bottle, but it will get finished.
All right. So we're gonna try it against Buffalo Trace, just because I haven't had Buffalo Trace in a while, so it's hard to compare. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of Trace and see how it compares. So I'm gonna take a little bit from the Travelers. Yeah, that's so easy to drink. Oh my gosh. That's the easiest whiskey that tastes good to drink for me right now, that I would say. I can't remember how old this bottle is, but it can't be too old. It's comparable in the smell for me.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you're noticing a difference. I've seen it reviewed, and they said the smell on the Buffalo Trace was noticeably different. I am not picking that up at the moment.
It's very different.
You're getting a big difference?
Very different. Yeah.
Okay, what am I not picking up? It seems milder on the Buffalo Trace to me.
Really?
Yeah.
To me, the Travelers is a little more mild.
I'm getting more sweetness from here, and this is sweet, but just not as much.
Okay. Yeah, for me, the Buffalo Trace is a little more citrusy, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how to pin down that smell. It's slightly more like cleaner.
More like cleaner?
Right.
Okay.
Just slightly.
All right. Well,
Not in a bad way.
I'm going to taste the Buffalo Trace again. I don't know why I am so off right now. To me, I'm almost enjoying the Travelers better.
Okay.
And it's not because it's packing more punch, it's got more flavor to me. There's no punch on either of these.
Right.
And even okay. Just because. That's your Trace?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to Eagle Rare. Just a little bit. It always starts out as a little.
Yeah. Next will be Blanton's.
No, we'll go to E.H. Taylor next, and then Blanton's. No, no. I think we'll we'll steer clear of the rest of them. We'll just keep it at these three, and we'll let it go. So far, now we've poured the Eagle Rare. Haven't tasted it yet. Right now, I'm at the point where I prefer the Travelers over actually the Buffalo Trace.
Same.
I feel like it has more flavor.
Yeah.
You're the same way.
Same.
Wow. This is crazy. Unless there's something. I mean, this bottle's been open. It's got some space.
Right.
But it hasn't been open that long. I mean,
we replaced the one.
Yeah. It's been well less than probably. It's maybe been 6 months.
Right. It's been less than a year.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember, we brought it out.
Right.
A while back.
Okay.
And that bottle was over a year old.
We're okay. So, yeah, that's weird. I mean, it's just the Buffalo Trace is not hitting.
No.
It's just kind of falling flat for me comparatively. Okay, if I'm going to go Travelers, then I'm going to go to Eagle Rare.
Okay.
Yeah, that tastes good. Yeah, that's got... Eagle Rare's got the goods. It brings the sweetness of this with a little bit of oak. A little bit more oak for me.
Yeah.
More complex. Nicer flavor. Mm-hmm. Just as easy to drink, though, on the Eagle Rare. This was my favorite for a long time. That's interesting.
I haven't had Eagle Rare in such a long time. It was surprising. Forgot how good it was.
All right. Yeah, no kidding. That's good. Now the price comparison. So MSRP $39.99, which got that for that. I heard some people are already going on the secondary though for it.
Of course.
Going nuts for it. Don't wait. This is my opinion.
Right.
If you want to try it and give it a whirl for $40, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something I would always have on hand.
No, this is probably going to be our only bottle.
Right.
And I wouldn't spend more than $44.
No, I wouldn't. I might get this as a gift for somebody who's just starting out in whiskey.
Sure, yeah.
I think that's a great way to go. This is $24, $25, $26 in our area. And we haven't had a hard time finding it.
Never.
And I know other places do, but here in California, we have not had trouble with this one. This one, we've had trouble, but it seems to me like it's lightened up. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to see this more and more.
Okay.
Availability. So I think the hype has worn off, and people have moved on to others.
Right.
To chase after and buy up, so that this is now more available. Mm-hmm. And the price on this, I'm sure, can still be a little bit crazy, but I think MSRP was about $50.
Okay.
I think.
I remember it being like 45.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't.
I think we paid more than 45 for it, and we do have one more bottle of it. So we're good in the Eagle Rare department for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of surprised by the Buffalo Trace. I expected it to do better than the Travelers.
It's not quite hitting. Because it won our Mash Bill 1, didn't it?
It did.
So
that's right. How did it? Doesn't win today.
No, it's just not hitting today. So
yeah. And I mean, these are very smooth.
Yeah.
This is the smoothest stuff, I swear. So, yeah, I think it's worth trying.
Yeah.
If you want something better for about the same price, maybe a little bit more, go to Eagle Rare. This one is a kind of a budget comparatively at $26.
Depending on where you're at.
Depending on where you're at and availability, but and it's even lighter at the moment. So anyway, Traveler, and apparently it's a new company. So these, because they got Stapleton and the Wheatley guy are both the co-owners or co-founders.
Oh, okay.
Of it. So it's a new branch of probably Sazerac, the company, and they do it at the Buffalo Trace Distillery. That's where they blended it, and
Okay.
housed it, and everything. So, anyway, I think it's worth a try.
Yep.
Tennessee whiskey guy, come on.
Yep.
How can you go wrong?
Right. Sang the national anthem.
Right? Oh yeah.
That was up there with Whitney Houston.
Okay.
People were talking about that for a little while.
Okay.
That is very,
that's cool.
very beautiful, very sort of not mellow.
Just
but,
a good rendition.
yeah, it was
Solid.
solid rendition.
Solid rendition.
People really loved it.
Without going too wackadoo in the
Yeah.
musical department.
Yeah. He made it about the song. It wasn't about him.
There you go.
It's perfect.
Cool.
So.
All right. So, I mean, I know there's some others out there. We talked about Blackened from Metallica.
Right.
We have not tried that yet.
Yep.
Heaven's Door, I believe that's Bob Dylan.
Okay.
And I know I got a buddy who loves Blackened, so we'll have to have him on when we do that one. And Heaven's Door, maybe we'll get that right. It's really overpriced.
Probably. Yeah.
But that's what happens with these, because there's a certain level of FOMO because of the celebrityness of it.
Right.
So that seems to be happening with this Travelers too. So glad we got it when we did.
Yeah.
And it's not bad.
No.
So there you go. Travelers Whiskey, collaboration between Chris Stapleton and the master distiller at Buffalo Trace, Wheatley. I can't remember his first name already.
Harlen.
Harlen. That's a southern name. We were mentioning the bottle, and it's got that very old style whiskey bottle, and then there's a map on the inside of the back label that you can see through of Kentucky. So it's Lexington, Kentucky on it. So
Very cool.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a treasure map in the whiskey bottle.
Yeah.
So Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Anyway, Travelers. Give it a try. Traveler whiskey. Give it a try. Shlanta, to your health. Like and subscribe. Join us. We're got a lot coming up. So stay tuned.